siren call. We're almost there.
Right. Kevin, we're almost at the diamond exchange. We're going to have to move in.
10-4, on our way.
Boy, come down the stairs! Please, drop your weapon! Tire's flat, we're out of it. Radio Kevin.
License number S9S3J2, traveling west on Richmond.
That looks like the car there. Gotta be around here someplace on foot. There he is.
Let me go, I didn't do anything.
Got a funny way of showing it. Shotgun shell.
Now, looks like this just isn't your night.
People have always had a fascination for diamonds. The cold fire that glints from their facets can grip people like a fever. Tonight, 2 lives were snuffed out to satisfy that fever. For some, the possession of diamonds is worth any price, even someone's life. But to me, they're only cold, dead stones, and as far as I'm concerned, they might as well have left them all buried under the ground.
He's one of the guys from the Diamond Exchange?
Yeah, looks like it. Found a shotgun shell in his pocket.
Duck hunting in Mid-South, huh?
That's the story he told us. We'll try and get a better story out of him.
You okay?
Yeah, I heard it when I was chasing him.
Should do something about it.
I'm gonna do that later.
Because I can't. Mark, I've had a real busy night, and there's still a warrant that I have to write out. Mark, I want to see you.
Miss Jeffrey?
Please, can we talk about this later? Maybe tomorrow.
What do you got? Picked up a suspect, guy named Hart Borden. Kevin and Colby are checking him out.
The report came in from the motor vehicles. Turns out the car was stolen. I talked to the owner, but he seems like he's on the open up.
The weapons and drop clothes were left in the car. They wore rubber gloves, but forensics is going over the stuff for prints anyway.
What about the guy that Freddie shot?
Not much. No ID, no jewelry. The coroner took a set of prints. We're running them through for a match.
How about shotgun victim?
His name is James Player. He was a buyer at one of the big jewelry houses downtown. He was just in there making a purchase before they hit.
The coroner said the blast messed him up pretty bad. Death was instantaneous.
Well, I guess that goes under the small mercies file. Make sure that you notify next of kin. Where's the other witness?
Freddie's talking to her in Elaine's office. Her name's, Julia Dennis. She's the manager of the exchange. Says the diamonds they got away with, worth over $500,000.
Well, hopefully she can ID Borden. Maybe we'll get away with an early night.
So it was the shorter one who did most of the talking.
Yeah, neither of them said much, but he's the one that made me open the safe.
Think you could recognize the other one again if you saw him?
He was big, not quite your height, and stocky. When he grabbed Mr. Player, he lifted him off the ground.
Were there any other distinguishing characteristics?
No. He was covering the whole room. It was the other one who was with me. The dead one.
Ready?
The lieutenant would like Miss Dennis to take a look at our suspect.
Right. Try and make this as quick as we can. I know you've been through a lot already.
Thank you.
I want to know where you're coming from.
Nowhere. I was just walking. I was getting some air.
What were you doing with a shotgun shell?
Take your time. Listen to his voice. Watch his moves. See if he rings any bells.
Could you turn up the sound?
I was going home. You already told me that.
I told you, I was hunting last week. I forgot I was carrying
Who were you with?
a friend.
What friend?
A friend, just a guy. He invited me to go hunting. Look, I don't want to get him involved.
So what were you hunting? Do you even know what's in season?
Deer. We were hunting deer.
With a shotgun? Borden, you're pathetic. We're gonna keep doing this till you get it right.
Anything?
He's the right build. But I can't be sure. It happened so fast, and they had stockings over their heads. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. You did your best. Detective Carson will see you home.
Thank you.
Gutsy lady. After all she's been through, all she's worried about is whether she can be of any more help.
Still a few of them around, Tommy.
Lieutenant, I ran Borden through the computer. That guy's rap sheet's so long I had to change the ribbon on the printer. Just the usual small-time stuff. Assault, drug possession, burglary. I guess armed robbery is a new line of work.
Hey, like touch all the bases. Give this to Kevin. Might help loosen that guy up.
You think you got enough on him to make it stick?
All depends on what Kevin gets out of him in there. Looks like you got quite a history, Borden.
Doesn't mean anything.
Not by itself, but when you put it together with resisting arrest, reports on the killing, and the shotgun shell, that adds up to quite a few years inside.
I want a lawyer.
Could have a room full of lawyers. Not gonna do you a damn bit of good.
Now you talk to us. We may be able to help you out.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I'll talk to you. I just can't go to jail again.
Might have just done yourself some good.
I got Hogan.
What the hell's going on in here? He tried to grab my gun. Well, how the hell did that happen? I was looking away and he jumped me. Was the damn thing loaded?
He was fighting me all the way in. I didn't have a chance to take him out.
You get somebody to take him up to emergency and get him cleaned up. Kevin, before this thing gets out of hand, I want Lane to start the paperwork on this guy. Right? I want everything done officially before anything else goes wrong.
Nice place.
It's all right.
I guess all right's relative.
Would you like to come up for a drink?
Yeah, I'd love to, but I've got to get back to the station. Maybe another time.
I understand. Listen, about tonight.
It's all right. It's my job.
Not just that. Our firm could really use some advice on security personnel.
From me?
Maybe you could recommend somebody. Maybe someone who's retiring.
Maybe I ought to look into it.
You should. Dealing with a cop's headaches and making a cop's salary. You should be thinking about your future.
I'll talk to you.
Who knows? There may be lots of fringe benefits. Thanks.
Evening, ma'am.
Here, put some ice on it. The cold will keep down the swelling.
I think you should put something warm on it. It kind of keep the circulation going.
I think you two should put a lid on it. I'm gonna walk it off.
Walk it off. You're gonna put yourself on crutches.
You want to end up on crutches? Huh?
I think we're in good shape.
Even without his confession, we have enough for an arraignment.
Well, all we gotta do now is find his partner and recover the stolen jewels.
Sounds easy enough.
Lieutenant, records came through with an ID on the dead hood. His name was Harry Reckon. He had a heavy record, armed robbery, manslaughter, the whole 9 yards.
Any connections to Borden?
Nothing yet. Neither one appears on the other's known associates list.
Stay on it. Frankie, Chris, I want you to get out in the street and see if you can find the link between Borden and Reckon. Maybe that'll turn up the third man.
Right.
Is everything okay?
Fine.
No, it's just that I heard you on the phone earlier.
I'm fine.
Well, I just want you to know that my door's always open, and they say I'm a very good listener.
Thanks. I'm fine.
Where's Frankie? He's out doing some legwork.
What about me?
Your leg don't work. Right now, you're on sick leave. You gotta get a car and you're on your way to the hospital.
Oh, come on.
That was not a suggestion. Look at yourself.
Jim.
Listen, Tommy, will you do me a favor? Will you take your friend down to the hospital so he can get his ankle looked on? Okay, right now you're on holiday, okay? And buy yourself a beer. But not Tommy.
Oh, come on, you heard the man. Let's go.
Thank you. Anyway, so she thinks.
Kevin, what happened? Nothing? You're on crutches. How can you say nothing?
Well, I was chasing a guy. I tripped in the alley, and I twisted my ankle. It's nothing.
No.
Hogan put him on sick leave.
It is nothing. I could have gone back to work.
Look, they can do just fine without you. You stay right here. Pass me that stool, Tony, please, quickly. Put your feet up. Be careful. Sit back. That's it. I'll get you a cold drink. Sit right back.
I sit back.
That's better. Put your foot up. No, don't put it up there. We're just trying to get you a drink.
And your bad luck with the latest in new age technology, sir. How about it, huh? You want to spend a little money? $5 here. Look at this. An ancient pendant worn by the Egyptians. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Don't I know you from a past life? How about interesting in a necklace? These the Egyptian pharaohs wore this. You know, $2. Come on. My, you've got a nice aura. Well, let's do some channeling together.
Hey, Whitey.
Hey, Jambone. How you doing?
Not bad.
Oh, Brian, you look good in drag.
Don't tell me people actually buy this stuff.
Hey, are you kidding me? Haven't you heard there's a scourge of bad luck infesting the whole city?
A scourge?
Yeah, you know, like curses, the evil eye. It's like huge concentrations of bad karmas, like sitting all over the town, pressing and pressing on our heads.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, well, you can't see it, Jambone. That's why you got to cover yourself with the latest in new age technology. Check this out, for example. Look at this, huh? This is like air captured in the ancient pyramids. You spray it around. Look at this. It's good luck, good luck. You can feel the good luck. It's like a lottery ticket.
What have you heard about Hart Borden?
Hart Borden. I checked his name everywhere in town. Nobody's heard of him.
What about Harry Reckon?
Harry Reckon? Huh. Harry Reckon, I know. Harry Reckon killed a good friend of mine. What did he do?
He got shot in a holdup.
All right.
You know who he hangs out with?
Oh, man, I don't know. There was a guy that always hung out with him. What was his name? Sika, Jerry Sika. Wherever Reckon went, Sika was always around with him.
Okay, thanks, Whitey.
Hey, listen. If you need any personal information, you come by, because I got files these guys know nothing about. Hey, don't I know you from a past life? I know you from a past life.
Anything?
Whitey gave us a friend of Reckon's, a guy named Jerry Sika. They're supposed to be pretty tight.
I'll run him through records, see what comes up.
The roster was tight, but I managed to push through Borden's arraignment. We'll need both of you. Where's Kevin?
Well, his ankle was sprained, so I sent him home.
I guess we'll have to make do. Meet me in court in an hour.
Look, I'll get back to you, okay? Hi. Anything wrong?
I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all. What can I do for you?
I wanted to talk to you. Not here. Can we go somewhere?
Yeah, sure. Lieutenant, I'm on a personal.
You know, they say love's blind. But Freddie?
There you go. Okay. You see, when you keep yourself busy, it doesn't seem so bad sitting around. That's it. See, if you're good, I might just keep you.
It's fun. It's fun.
Come on, come on.
Maybe you could have a career as a bartender, you know, juggling bottles.
Oh!
And thinking up really exotic, beautiful drinks. I have a job. I should be doing the job.
Well, I would be just as happy to have you sitting here rather than out looking in the streets looking for trouble. Because when I'm happy, I like to make everyone happy.
I think she's happy. Maybe there's a future in being a bartender after all.
As soon as he's remanded, I want him back in interrogation. To get a clean conviction, we're going to need the third partner, antigens.
Oh, it shouldn't be too hard. After his confession, the only way he'll be able to deal is to keep on talking. Who's that?
Borden's lawyer, Burnett. I take an extra shower every time I have to deal with him.
What's he so happy about?
Check out his fees and you'd know.
All right. Complaint number 2190. Case of Borden Hart. Armed robbery and homicide.
What happened to his face?
Grab my gun.
You didn't tell me.
This is garbage. I didn't hit him that hard.
Oh, just hard enough. Thanks to you, he's probably going to walk.
Your Honor, I'd like a little more time to talk to my client.
Will the prosecution please approach the bench? Miss Jeffers? Viewed the depositions. Is there any further material to be submitted?
Yes, Your Honor. In light of the fact that the arresting officer used physical violence on my client, I would like time to prepare an assault charge against the officer.
Detective, were you present at the time Mr. Borden received his injuries?
I was.
Did they occur during an attempt to obtain a confession from the accused?
No, Your Honor. It was after the accused had agreed to talk to us. As my partner left the room, Mr. Borden attacked me and grabbed my service revolver. His injuries were incurred as I subdued him.
The accused will remain silent. Miss Jeffers, were you present during the interrogation?
No, I was not present at that point in the interrogation.
Mr. Burnett, I'm going to adjourn these proceedings until tomorrow evening, at which time I expect Miss Jeffers to present additional depositions, those of Detective O'Brien and Lieutenant Hogan. Until then, I am going to release Mr. Borden into your custody.
Your Honor, this man is a suspect in an armed robbery.
Miss Jeffers, I am deeply disappointed if, as a result of your slipshod handling of this case, I am forced to drop charges against Borden. I'd be even more disappointed. I expect all necessary documents to be in my hands tomorrow evening. Detective Jambone, I'm going to recommend that Internal Affairs conducts a full investigation of the incident.
I thought you said this was some kind of job interview.
It is. The directors of the company told me that the interview process had to be thorough.
Does that include details of my personal life?
Oh, yes. Especially details of your love life.
You can tell the directors that I'm unattached. You?
I'm the one asking the questions. I'm not the one looking for a job.
Neither am I.
You enjoyed tonight's meal, right? Well, with the salary we're talking about, you could eat here every night.
I usually make it a rule not to eat anything that doesn't come in a styrofoam container.
There must be something I can do to convince you.
That's what I was afraid of.
Take the job. I want to do this for you. I owe you.
You don't owe me anything. Is that what this is all about?
No. You're the right man for the job. But I really like you. Think about it.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
So how'd it go?
It didn't. We're just lucky that the judge didn't throw the whole case out of court.
What?
You didn't tell me that Borden was injured.
Oh, he went for Frankie's gun.
I don't care. You didn't tell me. I went into that courtroom unprepared.
Look, I'm sorry, all right?
Do you know what that does to a prosecutor's credibility by leaving him out on a limb like that? Do you give a damn?
Lane, that's enough.
Lieutenant, we ran Sika through the computer. Turns out Whitey was right. Sika and Ray can go back a long way.
You get an address?
We checked the last address he gave his parole officer. He moved a couple of months ago.
Freddie asked records. See if they can come up with a new address for Sika. Christine, why don't you and Colby to camp outside of Borden's house? I want to know if he so much as makes a move.
Lieutenant, I'm gonna stop by and see Kevin.
All right, stop by records and get Carson. I want word out in the street that we're looking for Sika. If he is the third man, then we'll get the whole ball of wax.
Chambon, I want you to get O'Brien's deposition. Tell him I'll be right over. You can do that, can't you?
I'll tell him.
Now, that wasn't called for. I'm not gonna make excuses. I mean, Frankie got caught with his pants down. But you getting on his case, that's not gonna help. You know, I got a feeling that what's bugging you goes a lot deeper than what's going on in this case.
Maybe we ought to have that chat.
Are they still there?
Guy sure is playing it cool.
Well, why make a dumb move now? I mean, if he's able to beat the case, he can pick up the jewels at his leisure.
Yeah, and I guess if you got $500,000 in jewels waiting for you, you can afford a lot of leisure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It was weird. I was standing there looking up at the bench, watching the judge's mouth move. I didn't hear a word she said. I just kept asking myself, what the hell am I doing here? You know what? Couldn't find an answer. I still can't. It's like there was this voice always pushing me. All through law school, it said, work harder, you've got to be the best. And when I joined the prosecutor's office, it said, it's a man's world. You got to work twice as hard just to show them. I didn't think. I just listened.
Oh, your voice was right. You work hard, you get good. You're damn good.
Every time I thought there was something more, the voice would just say, oh, no, you don't need family, you don't need friends, you don't need a lover. Just the job. You heard me on the phone tonight. I think I just lost somebody I really cared about.
What are you telling me, that you want to change your life?
I don't know. Tonight in that courtroom, I saw a case fall apart. I saw my career threatened. And I stopped, and I looked inside, real deep, for something to hold on to. Something away from the job. I found nothing. No one waiting for me at home. No one that I can call to shoot off some steam with. Just another 5 cases waiting for me when I get back.
This guy that you're seeing, have you talked to him about it?
Mark? Oh, really? Conversation always seems to revolve around his work, his goals, his aspirations. Oh, no. If it went any further, it'd be taken for granted that I'd be a housewife. You know, I didn't think I could accept that. And now I keep wondering, why not?
Running away won't do you any good. You worked hard to get where you are. You throw that away, and there'll come a time when you're gonna hate yourself. And Mark or whoever, it's not gonna make any difference. If you're not happy yourself, you can't make anyone else happy.
Maybe.
There's no maybe. I mean, you're talking to me about some voice that's telling you what to do. I've known you long enough to know that you don't take orders from anybody. Not from me, anyway. Lady, you got a great set of instincts. If this thing with Mark was right, you'd know it inside. You gotta find a balance with someone. And when you find it, you're gonna know what to do.
You're good. Did they teach you that in police college?
I learned this the way I learned everything else. The hard way.
Thanks, Jim.
You know, that's the first time I've ever been kissed by a prosecutor.
How's it with Borden?
Judge let him walk. What? Borden said we beat him.
Judge didn't buy it completely, but she adjourned it till tomorrow.
Lane's gonna be down to get your deposition later.
What about the third guy?
Whitey gave us a friend of Reckon's, a guy named Sika. Freddie's making the rounds of the stools, checking him out.
Frank? It's Freddie.
Thanks. Yeah. Uh-huh.
What's this I see? An inbred reaction to the call to duty? A longing to be on the hunt? Huh? Or are you just wondering how much draft is left in the barrel?
What the hell are you talking about?
So ends the myth of the understanding bartender.
Freddie just got a call that Sika was down at the bar on Niagara. I'm going by to pick him up on the way.
Okay, let me get my coat. I'm gonna go with you.
All right, Kevin, relax. I can handle it. Well, that's what he's afraid of. Should be a good time to drop by the gym. Usually a full house by this time. Freddie, what is with you? Ever since you came back, you've been acting like you're not all here.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm not. I had dinner with Julia tonight.
From the exchange?
Mm-hmm.
You're bad enough normally. I can't imagine working with you lovesick.
It's not that. I mean, it's not just that. She offered me a job.
I could just see you selling jewelry.
Try head of security at almost double what I'm making now.
I guess it's okay if you don't mind being a security guard.
It's not a security guard. It's head of security.
Call it whatever you want. Freddie, it's your life. Me, I always figured you for a cop. Glad I know some of the guys around here. It's a hell of a place to have to fight your way out of.
Now, let's hope your friends are tougher than Seekers.
Hey, Frank, look over there in the ring. It's Donnie Lalonde. Yeah. Frank, it's Donnie Lalonde. So?
Hey,
Frankie! How's it going? Good. I've seen you around for a while. What's up?
Hey, you must have missed my last fight. You know, I finally figured it out. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
From what I've heard, you better stick to fighting.
Why, I oughta. You're looking in good shape. You ready for the big fight?
He better be ready for the fight.
Hey, not too ready. We got a lot of money riding on you.
What's up? You guys didn't come here to check out my condition?
We're looking for Jerry Sika.
We hear he hangs out here.
Yeah, I just saw him a couple minutes ago by the showers. That's him right there.
All right, thanks.
Hey! Fight. Donnie, what happened?
Jerry, we could have had a nice little talk. You just made this real hard on yourself, man.
Move it. Hey, nice fight, Frank. Picked you from the top.
Glad you were so sure.
I'm a sucker for underdogs. What can I say?
Good luck with the fight, champ.
Thanks. Come on.
Okay, Don.
Let's go.
Okay, let's get back up back. Yeah, Borden, it's ready. I thought you'd like to know. Sika, they just took him in.
We'll do the asking.
Not from me.
We'll see.
Yeah? What are we gonna see? How long you think you can hold him?
Long enough for you to tell us about the jewel heist you pulled tonight.
What jewel heist?
We're real friendly to talk to. Of course, if you don't talk, we're not so friendly.
Oh, you're real tough, huh? You see these? I wasn't friendly to a couple cops down south, so they broke all my fingers. Didn't make me any more friendly.
Hey, what are you doing? What's up?
Here.
So?
He's right.
About not talking? They all say that, then they talk.
It's what he said before. We don't have anything solid that can connect him to that jewelry store.
He doesn't know that.
Sure he does. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been so damn cocky. The getaway car was clean. His gun was clean. We go back to his place, it's probably clean as well. All we have is a connection to Reckon. All the guys in that gym are probably connected somehow. The guy's lawyer's probably back at the station signing his release forms right now.
Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Yeah, and how do you figure that?
I don't know. His lawyer's down at the station. He's not. Somebody's bound to start getting nervous.
So they get nervous. Doesn't mean they're gonna talk.
Listen, we know that Sika's not gonna talk, right? But Borden doesn't know that. The longer we hang on to Sika, the more likely Borden's gonna think he has talked. So maybe he'll make a try for the diamonds.
All right. I'm already looking at an IAD investigation. I guess a little more heat won't hurt. I'm gonna make a phone call. You got some change? Come on. Not bad, Freddie. You're gonna make one hell of a security guard.
Well, you must have made a mistake, Counselor. Nobody named Sika's been booked tonight.
Come on, Lieutenant. I haven't got the patience to play games right now. I was called away from a very important dinner party to come down here.
Oh, you should have stayed for dessert. We have not seen your client. Why don't you try Mid-North? Maybe they've got him.
Don't lie to me, Lieutenant. My source informs me it was your people.
And I'm sure that your source is unimpeachable. Do you mind telling me who it is? Or does he have to?
My source is none of your business. After the strong-arm tactics your people have been guilty of in the last 24 hours, I would think you'd want to do everything in your power to cooperate. You know, the internal affairs investigation of Detective Jambone can very easily be made to expand to you and your whole damn command. I feel fairly certain that's something you'd like to avoid.
The only thing that I'm certain of is that I don't like to be threatened. Now, if you want to play rough, I'm ready to play. And I just want you to know that I can take it, but I sure as hell can dish it out, too.
Counselor, the lieutenant has just told you that your client is not here. If you don't believe him, why don't you check the holding cells and the main lockup?
That won't be necessary. You haven't heard the end of this, Lieutenant.
How come I believe him? Hogan!
Lieutenant, it's me.
Where the hell are you?
Riverdale Station. We picked up Sika.
Well, that's very interesting. I'm certainly glad that you told me about that.
Lieutenant, the guy is in on it, we're sure. If we'd have brought him in, he'd have walked.
Well, I certainly would have liked to have been in on that important decision. I usually am.
Listen, I talked to Casey. He said he can lose the paperwork until the next shift. We keep him thinking Sika's gonna talk. Maybe he'll break. Maybe go for the diamonds.
Well, you've already got enough maybes, and you're gonna end up with a headache.
Maybe's all we got right now. Lieutenant, if it doesn't pan out, he turns up on Riverdale's books, top of the next shift.
Chambon? Elaine, you do what you have to do. We'll cover it at this end.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna call Colby and Christine. And you get over to Borden's and back them up on the surveillance. If you lose this guy...
I know. Thanks. And, thank you, Lane.
Now, I would have thought that Jambone would have been the last guy in the whole world that you would have went out on a limb for tonight.
You talked about my instincts before. They told me that a friend was in need of help. We'll see how right my instincts really are, huh?
I didn't say he disappeared. I said he wasn't at Mid-South or at any other station in the area. There's no doubt they got him, but I've got no way of finding him.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to be some kind of hotshot. Huh? Now, what the hell am I paying you all this money for?
To keep your butt as far away from a murder conviction as possible. And that's just what I'm doing. If I were you, I wouldn't worry so much about Sika. And start worrying about what's gonna happen to you in that courtroom tomorrow night.
Secret talks. I'm gone either way.
And let's hope your friend can hold his tongue.
Burnett's been in there a long time.
Well, they got a lot to talk about. I mean, the man's gonna have his work cut out for him if she's gonna have Borden in court.
There's got to be an easier way for a guy like that to make a buck.
Sure there is, but not as many bucks.
Colby Burnett's leaving.
Well, I guess this concludes Mr. Burnett's business day.
And I got a feeling ours is just starting.
Why don't you check in with Colby and see what's up with the apartment?
Central, this is Unit 1209. Patches through to 1207.
Nothing, Freddie. I guess the man's taking the night off.
Fat chance. We're on our way to your location. We'll grab you some coffee on the way.
Thanks.
Cole, we got trouble.
What?
It's Burnett at the window. Borden must have been the one in the car.
Freddie, Borden gave us a slip. He's probably going for the stuff.
Can't be far away from where they dumped the getaway car. We'll meet you there.
Check. He's driving a gray caddy. License number 671QDT.
Chris, we got him. Make your approach on Gerard and cover the other end of the alley.
10-4.
Far enough, Borden. On the ground, hands on your head.
No shooting. I want him in court in one piece.
It's okay.
Looks like we're gonna see each other in court again, huh, Borden? Only this time we're gonna do it all by the book.
They tell them in the police academy that it takes determination to make it on the job. It takes more to stay there. A lot of things work against lasting. Injuries, possible death, better paying jobs, and 1,000 other pitfalls a cop can find himself facing just by doing his job. But there's also a few things that keep them there. Things we don't hear enough about. Dedication, a sense of duty, compassion, and the feeling at the end of your tour that you tried.
Hi.
Hi.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by and see if you'd made up your mind.
Yeah. Come here. I have. I can't accept your offer. Listen, you remember you said I was good at what I do? Well, I am, and I'm proud of that. I like being a cop.
Well, I guess that's it then.
No, it's not. Well, not unless you want it to be. Are you forgetting I owe you dinner?
Well, maybe I'll get to like fast food.
The arraignment went a little more smoothly this time. Catching Borden with the goods really clinched it.
Well, having his lawyer locked up didn't hurt either.
Judge couldn't set the trial date fast enough.
She also called off the IAD on Frankie.
You and I are gonna have a little talk about proper police procedures.
Yes, sir.
How about you? You okay?
Our little talk really helped. I had another talk afterwards with Mark. That didn't go so well. It's okay. For the first time, I stepped back and started looking at what I want, what I need. I don't know what that is yet, but I do know that I have to find out before I get really involved with somebody else.
You keep your door open, okay? I think I'm gonna have to drop by for a little bit of advice.
What are you doing? I am fine. Why? I am just fine.
Oh, well, you see, that's what you get for trying to do a good deed.
Kevin, you're supposed to be on leave.
Jim, I'm going nuts. What do I have to do? Tap dance?
Well, a little simple two-step over to your desk will do. You got a little bit of paperwork to get caught up on.